Did you know that Americans lose an estimated $20 billion annually to religious scams? That's more than the GDP of some small countries, folks, and it's a tragedy. These scams prey on the most vulnerable among us, people seeking solace, guidance, and a sense of community. These aren't your stereotypical street corner con artists. These are often charismatic leaders, adept at exploiting faith for personal gain. They preach prosperity gospel, convincing followers that lavish donations are tickets to divine blessings. They peddle fake miracles, preying on the desperate and the ill. And the worst part? These scams often fly under the radar. Victims, ashamed and disillusioned, hesitate to come forward. Law enforcement agencies, wary of infringing on religious freedom, may be hesitant to investigate. This has to stop. The sanctity of faith should never be a license to steal. Anatomy of a spiritual scam: money, manipulation, and misery. So how do these scams actually work? It's a toxic cocktail of financial fraud, emotional manipulation, and spiritual abuse. Let's break it down. First, the money. Scammers often demand exorbitant tithes, sometimes claiming that God won't bless those who don't give generously. They pressure followers into making large investments in dubious ventures, promising heavenly returns. They might even guilt-trip individuals into handing over their life savings, using scripture out of context to justify their demands. Then comes the manipulation. They isolate followers from their support networks, creating an environment of fear and dependency. They use fear-mongering tactics, claiming that questioning the leadership will incur divine wrath. They might even resort to public shaming, publicly denouncing those who dare to dissent. This toxic brew of greed and control can have devastating consequences, and that's what we'll explore next. Scars left behind. The devastating impact of religious fraud. The damage inflicted by these scams goes far beyond financial ruin. Victims often experience profound emotional and psychological trauma. Imagine the betrayal, the shattered faith, the crushing guilt of realizing you've been duped. Many victims struggle with anxiety, depression, and even PTSD. Their trust in religious institutions, and sometimes even in their own judgment, is irreparably broken. And it's not just individuals who suffer. Families are torn apart, communities are fractured, and the very fabric of trust that binds us together is eroded. The ripple effects of these scams can be felt for generations. The human cost of religious scams is immeasurable. It's time to shed light on this dark underbelly of faith and empower people to protect themselves.